Hey everyone, what I've got here is a 70-in-1 action camera accessory kit that's been marketed as being for GoPro, but also GoPro Session, GoPro 76543, Sony, Garmin, Yi, DB Power, etc. So yeah, this will work with any kind of action camera. Now, the other week I bought another case, if I can move this around. This is just a general action camera case I've got. Now this one is an accessory kit. This one is just to host my action cameras. You can see I've got three here. I've got the Live View remote, and I'm going to be adding other accessories to this as well. For example, the GoPro Smart Remote and things like that. So if I buy any accessories, like essential accessories, I'll try and keep them in this case. But what this case is my go-to box for doing whatever I need to do. If you look at the Amazon listing, it gives you a list of everything there. You can see selfie stick, chest strap, head strap, wrist strap, backpack clip. The list goes on and on and on. There's quite a lot of things there. Now, where something like this comes in handy is that when you look at the price of certain things individually, such as a chest strap or a head strap, you know, if you were going to buy 2 or 3 of those things anyway, you'd probably end up spending just as much as you would on this on its own. On its own, this whole package retails at around £38 in the UK, and I think it's around $55 or so in the USA. Of course, prices do change, as they always do. And you can see there in the box what's going on. Same on the back there, and it's giving you an idea of how it's all set up. But we don't need to see that because I'm going to open the box for you guys. So look at this. This thing is bloody huge. Look at the size of this. This is massive. I'm really surprised at how big this is. I wasn't expecting this to be that big. This is a first impressions video. I haven't went out and used this for weeks on end, so all my opinions that you hear just now are my first impressions, right or wrong. You've got a little kind of strap at the top here. You've got the zips, Fantasio kind of raised lettering. That's quite thick though when you see it, isn't it? So let's see what's inside this big package. There's a hell of a smell of plastic coming off that. Oh, wow. Wow, this is impressive. Now, I've bought one of these accessory kits before in the past. Now, when I bought the accessory kit in the past, it wasn't packaged like this. It was basically in plastic bags and you had to do it all yourself. This, in comparison, is all set up nice, you know, from the get-go. This looks so good. This really looks good. I'm really impressed with this. So I'll try and just get through everything that's here. As I said, there's about 70 different things, but I just think from a presentation point of view, there's things down here which I'll get to in a second. In fact, can I take this off? I think I can. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the mic there. Right, okay, so I'll take that part off. I don't know where that was sitting there. So there's the bottom there. So let's start from the bottom, right? This is fell out already. You've got, let me see if I can get through everything here. This looks like a wrist strap for the GoPro. So the idea being that, you know, it kind of, well, obviously you'd use the case. The case would go in like that, and then, you know, you can use it any way you want. This is something I was looking for because I'm hoping to do some running and trying out the stabilization. You've got like a crocodile clip there with the, you know, you can put the adhesive mounts in there. I think these are like little, I've seen these used before as well. They're like discs and you can attach it to it. Never used them before myself. Got a little floaty. If you're ever getting in the water, this is what you need so your GoPro doesn't float to the bottom of the pool. If you're going to be using the action camera and going on holiday with your kids and things like that, this is a very useful thing to have. But more of these things, there's lots of those things. Just like kind of straps. I'll get one out to show you. So it's really just an adhesive mount on one side, and then it's like a drawstring on the other. So that can come in very handy depending on the accessories that you're using. Quite a lot of them there. Okay, what's in here? It's like Christmas. Ah, So this is the chest strap. Now you can be like £20 or so to buy something like this on its own. So this is quite a good idea if you're running or if you're doing hill walking or something like that. You can strap this to you. I like how that comes with its own little carry bag. You know, if you're going away, you can maybe put this in your bag when you're going out for the day. Looks okay. The problem with all of these kind of things is it looks amazing, and then when you unpack it all, you can never get it back to the way that it was. Right, okay, we've got a huge pack of adhesive mounts. That can be very, very useful. You can never have enough of these because this is what you need to secure all your different accessories. So this is very useful. This is something which is going to be very useful to anyone who's got a Sony. What this will allow you to do is connect to a regular tripod. And you can see I could connect this up myself to my Sony. So now my Sony, which does have a tripod thread at the bottom, but if I want to use a GoPro accessory, which obviously I'm not going to use the case, but I can. It's very nice that they throw that in because it's not something that other accessory kits do include. So that's pretty cool. Look at the amount of things in here. So you've got lots of different mounts here, and you can use these in conjunction with the adhesive pads. Wow, you've got a micro SD card reader. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. Now I actually went out and I bought the GoPro Quick micro SD card reader. A little bit indulgent because it's very expensive for what it is. But this is obviously for your PC and not your phone. That's a nice little bonus. I like that. We've got more mounts for your bike or for whatever. And more in here. There's more in there. They're all kind of similar, those ones. This is going to be very useful. This is going to allow you to attach to a tripod. You've got your GoPro connection here and you've got your tripod connection at the bottom. That's quite cool. We've got more of these mounts at the top. There's all these different kind of styles of mounts here. Lots of them. I must admit as well, the way that it's all packaged up is fantastic as far as you know, this sponge here in the middle. It's different from the kind of soft sponge you get in other cases. Do you know those, you know, this kind of stuff where it's quite weak? You know, that does do the job, but this here is really, it's like hard rubber, hard foam rubber. So we have a mountain of other little connectors here. This is another tripod connector. You can never have enough of those. That's like a clip. It's another clip. And we have suction cup. Now, I've actually got two Joby suction cups already, but this could come in handy for a third. Now, as I said, you know, this is just a basic version, and if you buy this on its own, you can probably pick this up for $2 or $3. The Joby ones and, you know, the other kind of higher quality ones are probably a better option if you're thinking about taking, you know, doing a lot of recording in the car. But you know, as far as an accessory kit, it's really cool that that's included. Okay, level 2. This phone connector kind of fell out when I opened it, and I've actually got a few of these already. You know, it does do the job as far as, you know, it holds it in. You've got the tripod thread down the bottom, but yeah, you know, this is quite cheap. There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of better smartphone connectors out there, but if you don't have one, this will help you connect it to a tripod or to a selfie stick. It does do the job. It's just, you know, not the best option out there. You've got a micro SD card reader thrown in there as well. We have, this looks like a lens cleaner. Yes, it is. That's pretty cool. Now this isn't going to clean it because I've got a lens. I've actually got a screen protector on, so I'm not really doing anything there, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what's on the other side actually. So we have, it's like another connector here. We've got a carabiner clip as well. That's quite a good size actually. That's quite good. Carabiner clips always come in very handy. I believe this is for like your handlebars on a mountain bike. You can connect to that. We've got a strap, and you can clip on. Oh, that's the right. So what this is, I thought that was just a strap there, but I was wrong. There's two of these, and what this allows you to do is to, if you've got, let me see for an example, if your accessory is a little bit stuck, you can use something like this and just use it like a wrench to get it open. So that's quite handy to have. We've got a little mini tripod here. I've actually got a few of these already, and yeah, they're pretty bad. These are pretty bad. They're basic. I mean, they're sufficient for an action camera, but I really wouldn't put anything on heavier than that. They're quite basic. You can order this from China for like 30 cents or something. It's very common. But it's a nice little bonus, and I recognise that not everyone who buys this does have a tripod. So down at the bottom, we have the selfie stick, and it's hard to show on the camera obviously, but it's actually quite a decent length, a couple of feet anyway. You get to the position that you want, and then you can twist it and it'll tighten it up. Quite unique at the top. It's quite a kind of strange design at the top, isn't it? So it's got a tripod thread, so you'll need to use one of the connectors. But it's quite good that it uses a tripod. It means that you can use it with other cameras. It's quite good. I had one of these a few years ago, and I'm going to throw this out because even years later, this one, it makes your hand all black because all the rubber, it just... I've actually tried to soak this and it still makes your hands all black. First impressions of the selfie stick though, this one. Yeah, it feels good. It's the handle's quite soft, and yeah, it feels really nice. So next we have the head strap. If you want to connect your GoPro to your head, or any action camera to your head. There's more things in here. Oh my God. This looks... I'm not sure. This just looks like a strap for... I'm not sure what you could use that for. Oh, is that the strap for the actual bag? I think it is. Yeah, that's the strap for the actual bag. If you want to add a strap to your bag, that's what that's for. We've got another little hand strap kind of keyring thing. Another wrist strap type of thing. I think that's what that is. No, it's not a wrist strap. I don't know what that is actually. I'm trying to think what you could connect that to. I'm sure you could connect that to lots of different things. So you've got a couple of cloths for cleaning your lenses. You've got a hook. So these are like stickers. That looks like it's for a keyring. So I've quickly just put the selfie stick and a few other things back in place, and it's actually not bulking out as much as I thought it would. So as far as the case goes, I'm not sure how you guys feel about the logos on the front, but hey, this isn't a fashion case. This is really just to protect your action cameras and to protect your accessories. And in this regard, absolutely no complaints. This is big, it's bulky, but the case will protect everything inside. Absolutely no complaints about that. And the inside, the case looks really, really good. I think the black and the red look really nice, and just have all the materials here that are used here are pretty good. You know, they're all kind of soft felt, and down here you've got this kind of hard sponge, and this can all be taken out if you want. I think that for most people this will save them money. Now, if you're going to just use your action camera in a very specific way, a very basic way where you just record using the action camera, then of course you're not going to get much value from this. But I think most people understand that to get the most out of an action camera, you need to buy the accessories to allow you to, get the most from it. whether it be a chest strap or a head strap or mounts for your bike, whatever it may be. You need to buy these kind of accessories to get the shot that you want. And that's why I bought this kit. You know, I'll be doing a lot of videos over the next few weeks with these cameras. I'll be testing them, I'll be using them. And there's a lot of shots that I can only get using equipment like this. I can only run using a wrist strap or a chest strap. I can only use it in the car with a suction cup, you know, that kind of thing. And in order to get the most from your cameras, this is where an accessory kit comes in. So I think most action camera owners do buy accessories, and those who do will probably save some money, because individually these items can be expensive. You know, a chest strap can be, you know, anything between like 15 and 30 bucks. It could be another 5, 10 for this. It could be another, you know, 10 for the head strap, another 10 for the wrist strap. This is quite cheap on its own, this suction cup. It's quite a basic one. But if you don't have one, it will certainly do the job until you do get a better one. All of these kind of mounts, I honestly can't see any difference between these ones and the official GoPro ones that they provide when you buy the camera. I really can't. So, you know, the standard there is pretty good for most items. There's a few things they've kind of cheaped out. And as I say, the suction cup isn't the best. The tripod isn't the best. The smartphone holder isn't the best. But if you don't have these items already, it's just a nice little bonus. And there's a lot of nice little bonuses, such as the lens cleaner, carabiner clip. You've got the micro SD card adapter. You've also got that USB adapter for the micro SD card as well. That's nice. You've got lots and lots of stickers. You've got lots of different mounts. You've got the handlebar attachment there as well. You've got the wrench for unscrewing it if it's too tight. You've got the chest strap and head strap up here, the wrist strap. You've got a sticker and keyring and all this as well. And you've got the shoulder strap up there. The selfie stick is quite good. I'm going to use this a lot, I believe, because this one here, which did a job, it's the problem with this one, you can probably see in my hands already, is that despite being years old, this still makes my hands black. I don't know why. So I'll probably be using this one, and you know, the handle's quite good. The what do you call it? It's quite soft down the bottom here. So that's all pretty good. And the design's good, and it, you know, the way it works is pretty good. And I actually quite like the fact that it's a tripod thread at the top as well, rather than a GoPro mount like this. I prefer that it's a tripod thread, because what it means is that I can attach any of my cameras or my smartphone like this. You can attach it to the top. So overall, I am very, very happy with this, and I will be using this. Get them all nice and displayed here. I'll be using my action cameras with these accessories over the next few weeks. So for me, this is going to be value for money, because individually, lots of these brackets are very expensive. As an example of that, I've just bought a bracket to attach all three cameras here, and that was £20 alone. And that's one accessory, and this thing's got 70. You're not going to use every single thing in this kit. I'd be very impressed. I'd be very surprised and impressed at anyone who did use every single thing in this kit. But what this is really just a huge accessory kit. And whenever you need to record a certain shot, chances are when you come to this kit, there'll be something here that will allow you to get the shot that you want. Be it via a bracket, the wire, the keyring, the mounts, the stickers, the chest strap or something. This kit is pretty good, and it does have most things that you will need, I would say. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Fantasio 70-in-1 GoPro / action camera accessory kit. Standard is very high here, and I think it's very good value for money. If you get any questions about this, please do leave a comment below. And until next time, take care.